I've got an amazing story to share. It's a story that happened to a cousin of mine, Rabbi Pesach. He was leading a Seder Passover Pesach with his children and his grandchildren, and they got up to one of the highlights, one of the songs, V'hisha Amda. And you sing V'hisha Amda Lavoseinu, V'hisha Amda, and get very into it, singing, and the kids are into it. And it's a song where you hold a cup of wine. You're talking about how in every generation people have tried to kill us, but Kadosh Baruch Hu Matzilenu Miyadam, that God at the end of the day, He saves us from them, saves us from their hands. And as he's about to start, his 3-year-old grandson asked him to sit on his lap. And for those of us that are grandparents, we know if your grandchild asks to sit on your lap, doesn't matter what's going on, the answer is yes. So he starts to juggle. He's got his wine glass in one hand, he's got his grandson in the other hand, and they start to sing V'hisha Amda. And as they're going through the words, and he's thinking about the words, he starts to cry. He starts to tear up. And he starts to think, wait a minute. In every generation, they're going to try to destroy us? What about my grandson? What's going to happen to him? And he decided, he felt a need to really explore these words on a deeper level. He took out a bunch of the commentaries to try and see some of the insights. And he found an amazing commentary from the Chidah. And the Chidah, a Sephardic rabbi, asked the same question. He said, what do you mean in every generation they're coming to destroy us? There were generations where they didn't try to destroy us. I mean, most of Jewish history, they tried to destroy us, with pogroms and expulsions and attempts at genocide. But there were golden years. There were time periods where the Jews lived in relative peace. And nowadays even. So what do you mean every generation they're trying to destroy us? So the Chidah explains something extraordinary. He said, in every generation, they try to destroy us. Sometimes they try to destroy us with a sword. And sometimes they try to destroy us with a smile. We live in a generation of freedom. Freedom of religion is one of the greatest gifts, but it's also one of the greatest challenges. About 30 years ago, a study was done, a study of the Jewish population, where based on immigration data, based on sickness, pandemics, car accidents, birth rates, they projected that by 2020, there should be 13 million Jews living in the United States. And as it turns out, in 2020, there were just under 7 million Jews living in the United States. In the past 30 years, we lost 6 million Jews. Not because of the sword, because of the smile. There are Jews who no longer identify as Jewish, who have assimilated and have disappeared. In the 1900s, we faced a physical Holocaust, and in the 2000s, we're being challenged with a spiritual Holocaust. Pesach is an opportunity for us to celebrate our freedom, to use the opportunity to embrace Judaism, not to run away from it, to use the opportunity to connect to our Creator and to our religion, and not to be embarrassed about it. I want to give a blessing to all of us as we approach Pesach this year, that we use the freedom that we have, the free choice that we have, to become better versions of ourselves, to be proud of our heritage and who we are, to make sure to carry on the chain of over 3,000 years of the Jewish people, to carry it on to the next generation, and to fully reach our potential in this world. Thank you all so much. Wishing you a Chag Chashav Sameach, a happy, kosher, healthy, and meaningful Passover.